Earlier in the day, we were talking about how the elevated VIX, the market was ignoring that. It has stayed in this range of 30 to 25 though, so it hasn't quite broken out of 30 on in a solid way yet. But the elevated VIX, the market was rising on elevated VIX, and it seemed a little bit confusing for a short-term strategy, short-term market direction. But that elevated VIX eventually, VIX can be a leading indicator, in our opinion, over time, over a several day to several week period. And it looks like, VIX knew something we did not know. And, we get the news that the stimulus would not be negotiated until after the election. President Trump instructed reps not to negotiate the stimulus until after the election. I don't know if that's a political play or what, but he had about 60 points in the S&P in just 10 minutes. And so we were sitting on some nice profits up here. Quick slam. We had some early profits on the day, and so we buffered the loss, and we're down just a little bit on the day. And so let's look at the trades on the day. Again, you can see all these charts, how the market sold off here. Tick pullback was one of the nice early trades. Market choppy in here, then took off, and nice profits for all of our strategies. Several strategies that were long here, and got stopped out on this minus 525. Quick reversal. We're seeing this now more and more, and we saw that as we last week with the coronavirus. We saw that last week with the coronavirus right here overnight. President Trump was diagnosed with the coronavirus, market sold off. And once again, we have an even bigger Fed stimulus or monetary stimulus, fiscal stimulus actually. He's talking about fiscal stimulus. So fiscal and monetary stimulus are some of the key drivers in this stock market. And the Fed came out earlier today also and said that fiscal stimulus needs to happen. And Trump said fiscal stimulus is not happening. And so it's become a very bearish news event this afternoon for the market. 60-minute breakout ES minus 525 on the day. The first trade hit its profit target, and then the second trade hit its stop loss minus 525. Cobra 3 ES minus 625. Adaptive moving average minus 1575. It's short as we go into the close with an open position profit small. There's no follow through. Once again, it's getting propped up. It sells pretty hard, then it gets to a certain level, and the bulls come in and still prop it up. Probably want to call its bluff, call the news events bluff. 60-minute breakout short, went short, reversed along, hit a profit target, got short, stopped out, minus 275 on the day. Asia 4 long, nice trade, plus 1475, hit its profit target before all this rolled over. So the E-mini NASDAQ had some trades early on, or some trades that helped us out, buffer some of these losses. And we saw that stock index swing early on, plus 475. Gap continuation in Q here. We talked about this yesterday. Stopped out. This is the 2019 strategy. Stopped out. Market sold off. Massive reversal. Stopped out again on the short side. And then Cobra 3 mini NASDAQ minus 625. 60-minute breakout. Captured this move for plus 975. So that was profitable. Tick pullback in Q minus 725. And so losses on these stock indexes with some gains that help buffer those losses to prevent too big of a downside on the day. And let's see, crude oil. Cobra Crude, we had a nice trade in Cobra Crude, aggressive on the day. Only trade on crude oil plus 735. And natural gas, no trades. RBOB, no trades. Gold. Cobra Gold minus 135. That's the only trade on the day. All these other markets not trading much. Silver, no trades. Euro stopped out. See a flash move on that as well. Minus 625. Soybeans, big gap up in soybeans. Big move higher. We talked about soybeans and inflation in the past. Well, we see higher prices. Beans in the teens. Dynamic tick pullback. No trades. Tick fader. No trades. And what's interesting to see is gold sold off on this news as well a little bit. No rally in gold. And those are the trades on the day. Challenging day. Frustrating to see that last Thursday and then again today. Similar situations. We're sitting on the trend and doing well, and then we get slammed with a news event. So challenging news cycle we're having so far this month, and looking forward to a little bit more clarity. I don't know if they're going to be able to reverse this market. I would consider, we might see more downside at this point. We've had lots of news flashes taking this market down. I don't know how many times they can just bring it back up. And as we go into the election, we might see more of a pullback at this point. So those are the trades on the day. Challenging day for October the 6th, 2020.